Hello. It's good to see you. Today, we're going to take a look at some stuff that I purchased at Aldi. Now, this shopping trip was a little bit different from most. I have a lot of bread, for one thing, and I have a lot of lunch meat and cheese because I'm going to be doing a sandwich making video a little bit later this week for you. And so I went ahead and purchased everything today that I would need for it. I always have to go on a little shopping trip before I do a sandwich video because I never have enough. I don't have as wide of a variety of breads and meats and cheeses and everything, so I always just go shopping to get a bunch of stuff. So I did that today, and I also bought a few other things. I bought 3 things for my cats that I want to show you. They're really cool, and I was glad I could get them. But I wanted to tell you, I'm really proud of this. So I bought a lot more than what you're seeing here. You can only just see a small part of it. I bought everything here, including the 3 things for my cats and everything that I'm gonna show you the stuff in the refrigerator too, and then pop it back in the refrigerator. I bought all of this for $162.81, which I think is amazing because there's a lot that I want to show you. I'm going to show you some of the meats and cheeses in a moment, but first, like normal, I'm going to show you the crinkly stuff first. I like to go ahead and do those first to get the crinkles kind of all concentrated at the beginning of the video, so that later in the video, if you're trying to sleep, the noises won't be intrusive or, annoying or anything. Some people find it annoying, so I try to get them all in the beginning. And I do have quite a few little crinkly things today. The first thing I have is this nice little, looks like a little cube, a little packet of Boulder napkins. These are premium all-occasion napkins. They are comparable to the Vanity Fair napkins, which are very nice. I love these. We use these for just about everything. They're fantastic. So I picked up a package of these because we were running a little bit low. Now, Boulder is the name that you will see on some Aldi brands. Usually stuff like paper products, plastic bags, kind of like Ziploc bags. Actually, I have some that I'm going to show you. I bought some Ziploc bags too. Well, not brand name, the zipper seal bags. This package of napkins is 100. You have 100 napkins in this package, and they are 12.6 inches square when you fold them out. And they're wonderful. So I always keep some of these around in the kitchen for just whatever. And we really enjoy them. Now for the sandwich video, I also always try to buy some tomatoes. Now they're not as good as a homegrown tomato. A tomato in February is just not the same. But it's okay. It's still tomatoes. I actually bought 2 packages of these Nature Sweet beefsteak tomatoes. These are usually the ones I use when I'm making sandwiches in a video. Now I will say that the sandwiches in the video are being made for 3 teenage boys, and I try to make sandwiches that they like. And I always mention that in the sandwich video. People ask, number one, where are all these sandwiches going, and why did you make them that way? People always have a problem with the toppings or the combinations. I made them for specific people. That's why they were made the way they're made. So we are going to be putting tomatoes on some of these sandwiches. You can get these sandwiches in this, they come in this little bag like this, and you get 3 tomatoes in here. And it's nice and clear, so you can check them out. And there's even a zipper seal on this bag, a nice little handle, and it has little air holes so your tomatoes can breathe, which was a nice, considerable thing to add to it. A considerate thing to add to the bag. We have a little sticker on here that has something to do with something. But so I bought 2 of these. I'm just showing you one, but I bought 2 because I always want to make sure I have enough tomatoes, because you go through these surprisingly fast when you're making sandwiches. So I'm very generous with my tomatoes. The next thing I have has become a new favorite snack of my younger son. He loves these little soup and oyster crackers. Now these are from Savorites, which is an Aldi brand. They have no saturated fat or cholesterol. These were on sale for 95 cents per bag up until I think last week. Now they're $1.25 per bag. This is 10 ounces of just little oyster crackers, and they are really good. I mean, every now and then, say I keep them in a container in the kitchen, a little airtight container. Every now and then when I'm going through the kitchen, I'll open it and just get a handful and eat them just like they are. They are lightly salted. They're not overly salty, which is kind of nice. Favorites. Yes, so we have this nice bag. So when I bring these home, I just open the bag, pour it into an airtight container. So that way they stay nice and fresh and they don't go stale so fast. Not that they're really around long enough to go stale, but just in case. So look at these little toasted crackers. They're like little hexagons. Very nice. So I picked up a couple bags of those. They don't have anything to do with sandwiches though. The next thing I have is a nice bag of Clancy's salt and vinegar potato chips. And the little salt shaker here tells you that they're tantalizingly tart. My older son loves these potato chips. I like them too. I think they're better than brand name chips. This is an Aldi brand. You can see the Clancy's name in this little red oval. I think they're better because to me, a lot of the brand name ones like the Lay's salt and vinegar potato chips, they're too salty. Like there's just, I don't know, I can't eat many of them because they're too salty. But these, to me, have the perfect amount of salt and the vinegar flavor too. This is a 9.5 ounce bag of nice little potato chips here. And at my Aldi, you can't find these all the time. They only have them sometimes. So I saw that they had these up by the register. My nails match the bag. They had them up by the register, so I grabbed a bag. Now you will notice with most Aldi brand items, you're going to find barcodes everywhere on the packaging. Like if you look at the back, we have this big barcode here and here, and it wraps around the sides like that. So that way they can scan things very quickly and they don't have to spend so much time looking for the barcode. And down here we have this little blue circle, which you'll find on the Aldi brand items. That is the Aldi Twice as Nice guarantee, which is wonderful. If you hang on to your receipt and you try an item, or you get it home and there's something not quite right with it, like maybe it tastes like it's gone bad or just something's off, you can take that item and the receipt back to the store. And not only do they give you your money back for the purchased item, they will also give you a comparable item for free. Or like if this was a bad, like say I got them home and there was just something wrong with them, they would give me another bag for free if I wanted it and my money back too. So you can't really lose. You're not going to lose out on anything if you want to try some Aldi brand products just to see if you like them. Personally, I don't take them back. I mean, if I try something of theirs that I don't like, I don't bother taking it back. I just, pitch it and I just don't buy it again. But you can. The thing is, with that Twice as Nice guarantee, you do have that option available. Typically I don't though. I just don't worry about it. And then we get into the bread. Oh, I have so much bread here. I hope I got it all. I don't know. I tried to get several different types of bread for our sandwiches. I have this lovely large loaf of seed-tastic bread. This is from Simply Nature, which is another Aldi brand of products that are going to have usually not as many ingredients, not as much junk in it. It's Simply Nature. This one is organic, and this is really good. Before I ever tried this bread, just looking at it, I thought, I bet it's really dry. It's not though. It's perfect. It's not dry at all. It's really good. It's very dense too. It's very heavy. This is a 27-ounce loaf. Now they do have this in smaller loaves, the Seed-tastic and Grain-tastic, which is a similar type of bread. This is the wide loaf of bread, but they have smaller ones that are like this big, so you could get a smaller one. This is the big loaf right here. And it's jam-packed with seeds, and it's really good. So we're going to be making some of our sandwiches out of the big Seed-tastic bread. Now these are not for sandwiches, these are for here. I picked up a pack of hot dog buns. These are pre-sliced hot dog buns, 8 of them, from Love and Fresh. That's an Aldi brand too. And you can see their little logo up here. You have the LF, Lovin, L apostrophe OVEN. So it kind of sounds like loving, but it's out of the fresh from the oven, you know? Loving fresh, lovin' fresh. And there's a little stalk of wheat for the little mark on the hash mark on the F. We have this red pattern here. Each one of their Love and Fresh loaves of bread has a different color scheme to it. If you look up here, you can see the little LF logo goes across this little thing at the end. And it has that red color again with this dark brown border. The dark brown stripe here in the LF stays pretty much the same on every loaf of bread, but the color here will change. These are 99 cents at my Aldi, which is a pretty good deal. Their hamburger buns are also 99 cents. But the hamburger buns you see down here, they have this red and blue image here, and you have that pretty dark blue border up here with that dark brown stripe, and again the LF logo there. So you get 8 pre-sliced hamburger buns, and they're really good. We go through a lot of these. My older son likes to make chicken patty sandwiches for his lunches sometimes during the week, and he uses them for that. That loaf I'm actually saving because I'm thinking about making hamburgers tomorrow night. So, yeah. Another Love and Fresh bread that we have is whole grain, 12 grain bread. So this is big. It's a big loaf, kind of like the Seed-tastic, but it's actually a little bit wider than the Seed-tastic. This is, let's see, 24 ounces. So it's not quite as heavy. It's not quite as dense. It's good bread though. It's really good. I like it toasted with a little bit of jelly on it. It's really good. It's nice bread. So we have this nice loaf of whole grains, 12 grain bread. It's a wonderful sandwich bread. The Seed-tastic is too. It's a great little sandwich bread. It's nice and dense and firm. It doesn't fall apart easily, and it's really good too if you're using tomatoes or anything that might make it a little soggy. That bread holds up wonderfully to that. It does not just become a soggy mess. So it's really great. I also picked up a package of Love and Fresh sandwich skinnies. Now, if you ever see this sticker on here, that means it's probably close to the sell-by date, and it's 50% marked down, taken at the register. I love finding this on like ground beef or steaks even. It's rare. You don't see it too often because as soon as they put them out, people snatch them up. But that's great because I'm thinking, yeah, that's what we're having for dinner tonight. If they have steaks or some ground beef or something, I will grab it, and it's half price. So it's really great. This bag has a zipper seal down here, so you would just pull this part off. It is perforated, and you just remove it, and you can seal it back up, so it's going to keep your sandwich skinnies nice and fresh. They also have bagel skinnies. It's like a little thin bagel that's pre-sliced, but it has a hole in the middle, so I didn't figure it worked too well for sandwiches. But these are great because they're solid and they are pre-sliced. You get, how many do you get in here? 8, but you can see how skinny they are. They're very thin, so I wouldn't try to put a whole lot in there. But if you're just making a little old sandwich of some sort, these are great. These are great. And then we have 2 other loaves of bread. This is the one that I think goes back to the beginning of these videos. The classic white bread from Love and Fresh. And again, it has that blue background, kind of like the hamburger buns. At my Aldi, you can get these 20-ounce loaves of bread for only 50 cents. That is a bargain. And they have that blue logo up here with the brown stripe. Now, honestly, I think they changed the recipe of this bread a while back, like about a year ago. And to me, I used to like it. I'm not crazy about it anymore. My kids said they can't tell the difference. I can. As something changed about this bread about a year ago. I don't think it's as good as it used to be, but they still eat it. Like they'll make toast and sandwiches and stuff out of it. I'm not crazy about it. It just, I don't know what they did to it, but it tastes different, and I don't really like it. But they like it, so that's fine. I don't mind it in like a grilled cheese sandwich or something. It's okay. But to eat it just like that, And we have a loaf of Love and Fresh 100% whole wheat bread. So this is just your basic standard loaf of wheat bread. In the background here is this pretty brown, this nice brown. And you have it up here too, like that. It's almost the same color as the border. It basically is the same color. These loaves of bread I think are like $1.49, but they are also 20 ounces, and it's totally decent. It's good bread. I like it. This nice 100% whole wheat bread is pretty good. That, I think, is all of my crinkles. I think we covered all the crinkles. So I'm going to put this away, and then I will come back and I will show you the meat and the cheese for our sandwich video. I was looking in the refrigerator and I realized I forgot these. I also bought a big old bag of seedless green grapes. These are so good. Their grapes are so good right now. I like the seedless green grapes, and they have autumn crisp grapes that come in a like a plastic container, like a box kind of thing, and they are delicious. They're really big grapes and they're so good. But I went ahead and bought the green seedless grapes today. Now I have here my little stack of meats and cheeses, and I'm going to stick these back in the refrigerator after I show them to you. I bought something a little different this time. We have from their little deli sliced selection. They have their little Aldi logo. Genoa salami. I don't think we've ever done salami on these sandwiches. I could be wrong, but I picked up a package of salami here. So we have that. And this is another kind of different thing here. I have from Lunchmate. That's a little Aldi brand that you see on all kinds of things that you might put in your lunch. We have some grilled chicken breast strips with rib meat. So these are already cooked. You can just heat it up or leave them like they are. I thought we might put some little chicken breast strips on a sandwich or two, perhaps. So they're Southwestern flavor. This is a real, I think this is a resealable package, but if not, whatever's left over, I'll just stick it in a little container. So you have that, and that you can find with the lunch meat. It's over with the lunch meat. Now this is one of my personal favorites. Now I take a little turkey sandwich with me to work every day, and I make it out of this right here. This is Lunchmate Deli Style Oven Roasted Turkey Breast, and this is totally resealable, and it works great. You just take this little red tab and you pull it back, and it has a tamper evident seal here and here, so you can make sure it hasn't been opened. As long as that is intact, it has not been opened. I really love the oven roasted turkey breast, so I eat this all the time with my little turkey sandwich that I take with me to lunch. I will take that and one of their Southwest style salads and a cup of their black cherry yogurt and some grapes and maybe a few little crackers or something. And I have my lunch, and I have a little snack. I can have something to snack on later. So it's great. Pretty much every day when I go to work, my lunch and breakfast and snack are pretty much all Aldi products. So I know what I like and what I don't from there. They also have this Lunchmate Deli Style Smoked Uncured Ham. And it has the same design as the turkey, where you can just take the little red tab and you pull it back, and it will reseal, and it reseals very nicely even after it's been opened several times and resealed. It seals up great. It works great. I have never seen a need to put this in another container. You can just leave it in here. So far we have salami, we have Southwest grilled chicken breast strips, and turkey. And we also have rotisserie seasoned chicken breast. And this is really good too. And it really does taste like a rotisserie chicken. And it has the same little seal here, deli style rotisserie chicken. This is 9 ounces. The others are about the same. The chicken breast strips are 6 ounces. So you get your nice little grilled or your rotisserie seasoned chicken breast in there for the sandwiches. So those are our meats. I think that's all. Look at all this cheese. I went a little crazy with the cheese. I did buy a bunch of different types of cheese. There was more. These were just the ones I chose. I'll tell you a little secret about these cheeses too. The first one is Happy Farms by Aldi, a little Aldi brand. We have our non-smoked provolone deli sliced cheese. When I do a video or making sandwiches, one thing about these packages is it does kind of reseal. When you open it, it's extremely loud. It makes a very loud noise when you open it. So in the video, you'll notice it doesn't make that noise. That is because with each package of cheese, when I open it before I start the video, I take a thin strip of masking tape. I'll open it up and put it inside of here so it doesn't seal. It will lay shut. It will lay down, but it won't seal. And then after I finish the video, I have to go to each pack and remove all of that tape. And it's hard because it sticks to the sticky stuff on the package. But it's the best way I have found to do it. And I prefer to have the packages in the video so you can see what we're working with. But I do the tape on each package. It's a little tedious, but I do it anyway. I don't do sandwich videos more often because start to finish, each one takes about a half a day. It really does, between shopping for everything, getting everything set up. It takes about 4 hours to do, so I really don't do them that often. So I enjoy them, but it's not something I'd want to do really frequently. This package always makes me happy. Look at this. Havarti. Look how colorful that is. I love that. I don't know, something about that little picture with all the colors just makes me happy. This is a creamy Danish style cow's milk cheese, Havarti, and it's deli sliced. This is part of their Emporium selection, and they have a really nice selection of different types of cheese at Aldi. And sometimes they have seasonal stuff that they don't have all the time. The Havarti they have all the time. They didn't used to a long time ago, but they do now. So you can get 10 slices of this pretty Havarti cheese, and it's really good. It's a really nice cheese. I started to get Munster cheese, but I didn't. Munster is one of my favorites. I'll just eat it just right out of the package. We also have Gouda deli sliced cheese. This is a mild Dutch style cow's milk cheese. Little thing there. And I think all these packages have 10 slices of cheese in there. So we have Gouda cheese. Back to Happy Farms by Aldi. We have some Swiss cheese. That's a little clear cutout here. Well, it's not cut out, but you can see inside there. It's like a cow's head. We have Swiss cheese. Yummy. I'm not a huge fan of Swiss cheese, but it's okay. It's not my favorite. I think Munster cheese is probably my favorite. Or a nice cheddar cheese is okay too. Speaking of which, we have Happy Farms by Aldi mild cheddar cheese. They had mild and sharp, I believe, when I was there shopping. I think they might have a medium too, but all I saw on this trip was mild and sharp. A deli style cheese again. You actually get 11 slices of this cheese. So you can see it's not super thick. I mean, these are kind of thin slices, but I think the thickness is fine. We even have Happy Farms by Aldi pepper jack sliced cheese. Deli style Monterey Jack cheese with jalapeno peppers, and you get 10 slices of that. So all of these packages are resealable. They show you this little tab up here. This is where you peel it to open it. And really, the first time you open it, it's not too loud. Subsequent openings can be very loud. When you make videos where noise is important, you become very aware of noise and how much unnecessary noise there is in the world. It never bothered me before, but it does now. Like, why does everything have to be so noisy? I don't know. Happy Farms by Aldi. Our last item here in this little section is Colby Jack. And when I was pregnant with my younger son, I ate so many little cubes of Colby Jack cheese. I just could not get enough Colby Jack cheese. I would eat that as a snack with these garlic flavored croutons from Texas Toast. They had these big croutons that were garlic flavor. Those little croutons with this type of cheese was my favorite snack. After he was born, I didn't want it anymore. I don't think I've had it since. And he's 14 now, but when I was pregnant with him, Colby Jack was my best friend. I just loved it. It just tasted so good to me with those croutons. But I still like it, but I could probably count on one hand the number of times I have eaten Colby Jack cheese since he was born. I think I got a little burned out on it. That and regular Cheerios. I ate a lot of regular Cheerios with milk too. But you get 11 slices of Colby Jack cheese in here. It's very nice. So I'm going to go put all of this and the grapes back in the refrigerator, and then I'll show you the other stuff. Okay, I have just a few little non-crinkly, unrefrigerated items. We mentioned Boulder bags. Well, we mentioned a Boulder product before. We mentioned the Boulder napkins. These are Boulder Smooth Slide Zipper Seal quart size storage bags. And I bought these because some of the sandwiches that I make, I put them in zipper seal bags, and then I use a Sharpie to write the number, and then I have a little numbered list of sandwiches. Some of the sandwiches, because there's so much on them, they don't fit in a regular zipper seal bag, like a sandwich size bag, very well. I know some people tell me I should put them in wax paper. This is just the preferred way to do it, because I have to transport them to the kids' house, and they do better with zipper seal because they dig around in the bag and some of them come open. That's why I don't use wax paper or parchment paper or anything like that. The individual zipper sealed bags seem to work better, so that's why I use these. So you get 40 bags in here. Now this box is perforated. We have a little bit of a perforation up here. It comes down here and here. And you can just tear this off and it becomes a little dispenser for your little quart size zipper seal bags, and they are BPA free, which is nice. You can also get freezer bags, sandwich bags, storage bags. They have them in all different sizes, and sometimes they have the snack size bags, these little square bags. Those are great too. So it's a box of 40. There's some pretty blueberries on there. Makes me want blueberries. I don't have any right now. I also picked up one box of toaster tarts. These are from Millville, and they're like Pop-Tarts, but instead of being $5 a box like Pop-Tarts, these are only $1.95, and they're great. They have no certified synthetic colors. This is not a healthy food, but I know that. These are the frosted brown sugar and cinnamon Pop-Tarts, toaster tarts. Personally, I think they taste exactly the same. I cannot tell a difference. I like the chocolate fudge Pop-Tarts. The toaster tart version tastes exactly the same. I cannot tell a difference, and they're so good. I'm not a big fan of any other flavor, but I like the chocolate ones. Now inside of here, you're going to get 12 of these little pastries, toaster pastries. They're going to come in 6 little full bags, full bags. Each bag has 2 toaster tarts in it. So these are the frosted brown sugar and cinnamon. They also have strawberry, chocolate flavor. Sometimes they have s'mores flavor, I think. But the three main ones that I typically find at my Aldi are this one here, the frosted brown sugar and cinnamon, the strawberry, and the chocolate. So we had several boxes of these in the cabinet in there, but I just went ahead and grabbed one more because I think this flavor is my kid's favorite out of the three, so I just grabbed an extra one of those. I have some stuff here for our sandwiches. I picked up a jar of Great Gherkins hamburger dill chips. I couldn't remember if I had any or not. So just to be on the safe side, I grabbed another jar. You can get this big old jar of hamburger dill chips for $2.12 at my Aldi. Great Gherkins is an Aldi brand. They have all kinds of pickle products, different flavors and stuff. Look at those big old chips. That's nice. Yep, and it has, well, I thought it had a little seal thing on it. It actually doesn't, so hopefully it hasn't been opened. I think it makes a pop noise when you open it, but it doesn't have the little pop-up thing on it. I thought they did. Maybe they did, but they don't now. I don't know. But now you know if I'm going to be making sandwiches, I have to have my Duke's mayonnaise. And I have a container of Duke's in the refrigerator, but it's been in there for a while. And it's a little old, so I'm going to just replace it with a whole new jar. And they do sell Duke's mayonnaise at the Aldi here where I live. This is a 30-ounce big old jar of mayonnaise. Now, I'm not going to use it all for the sandwiches, obviously, but then I'll have some left over if I want to use it for anything. See, it says Duke's. It's got twang, just like me. Now, this is the best mayonnaise, in my opinion. I like it. In the South, we take mayonnaise very seriously. You usually come from either a Duke's family or a Hellman's family or Kraft, but we don't talk to them. I'm kidding. No, most people seem to have a preference for a certain type of mayonnaise. I grew up eating Duke's mayonnaise. I still like it because it has that nice twang to it. I think it has a little bit more vinegar in it than some mayonnaises. It's not sweet at all. To me, some mayonnaises taste kind of sweet. I don't like that. And I picked up some Bourbon's Dijon mustard. It's not Grey Poupon, so I can't hand it out the window of my Rolls Royce, but we have Bourbon's, which is an Aldi brand here that you see on some condiments and dressings in Aldi. This is just a Dijon mustard made with white wine, probably Winking Owl. Their little $2.99 wine. It's actually not bad, and some of it's pretty good. So we have this nice little squeeze bottle of Dijon mustard for our sandwiches, and I picked up a container of mustard because, kind of like the pickles, I couldn't remember. I mean, I know I have mustard, I'm just not sure how much mustard. And I use a shocking amount of mustard on these sandwiches, mustard and mayonnaise. So I wanted to make sure. I just went ahead and bought another container. This was only like 45 cents, so I figure it's okay. But here you can really see that twice as nice guarantee. It's really obvious on that yellow background. But this is also Bourbon's, just like the Dijon mustard. Right there, you have your little flip cap. There's a little seal in there that you have to remove before you can use it. I also picked up some specially selected Sicilian extra virgin olive oil. This isn't for the sandwiches, I just wanted to try it. This was $8.95. It is imported from Italy, and I just wanted to see if I liked it or not. This was on the end of an aisle with some seasonal food items that they don't have all the time. Specially selected is an Aldi brand that you see on extra fancy stuff. So I thought I would try this and see. Even their twice as nice guarantee is a little bit fancier. It's not that blue dot. This is a nice glass bottle, so I thought I would try it. It looked like it might actually be pretty great. Yeah, so that, I'm just going to stick that in the cabinet. That's not for the sandwiches. This isn't either. Savorit's crackers. We eat a lot of soup and stew around here in the wintertime, and we go through crackers very fast. And I realized yesterday that we were totally out of crackers because I was going to have some soup and I didn't have any crackers. I was very sad. I thought we had some, but we were totally out. Savorit's Original Saltine Crackers. They are $1.49 a box unless they're on sale. Sometimes you can get them for $1.25. Right now they're $1.49. And you get 4 sleeves of crackers in this 1-pound box. Look at that big barcode. Wow. There's, yeah, pretty much every surface has a barcode except the front of the package. And sometimes you'll even see one on the front, but we don't have one on the front of this. But they are everywhere else on the package. Yeah. So that's the front right there. And they're really good crackers. To me, they taste like Zesta crackers. It's kind of similar to that. And I found this on clearance, and I don't need it, but I bought it because I felt sorry for it. It was the only one. We have a pair of Aldi Gear canvas slip-ons. This was part of their Aldi Gear release back in the fall, I think. These weren't marked down to $4.99. I'm probably just going to put them on eBay or something because they're way too big for me, and I don't know anybody to give them to. But we have this nice little canvas shoe, and it has the Aldi colors here, which I know that's the German flag colors because it's a German company. So these are size 12. They have memory foam insoles in them. And embroidered over here on the side, we have the Aldi logo in navy blue. Some nice little slip-on shoes for $4.99. And they have rubber soles like that. So, I don't know. The box is a little messed up, but I don't think it matters. So I'm probably just going to put them on eBay. I've been an eBay seller now for, let's see, I'm going into my 25th year. This is my 25th year of being an eBay seller. A quarter of a century, my stars. Yeah, so I've been doing it for a long time. I don't do as much as I used to, but I still do some. Now I'm going to show you some big stuff. The first thing I have to show you is so soft. And I know this is going to sound stupid, but I have wanted one of these since I was a kid. It is a faux sheepskin rug. And I always thought it would be so cool to have something like this. Like, it doesn't need to be real fur, but something like this would be so cool to have. And the back is like this faux suede material. None of it is an animal, you know, like, but it has a shape to it. Kind of like some sort of animal, like you skinned a teddy bear. Look at that. I don't know. So it shows it here kind of laid across like a sofa or a chair. So we have this big oversized papasan chair. I bought it about 25 years ago in a thrift store up in Waukegan, Illinois. And it was so big, I had a hard time getting it in my car. It's not like the Love Seat papasan chair that they had at Pier 1. I think they still do. But it's bigger than your regular papasan chair. It's like kind of in between. I've never seen another one like it, and there's no name on it, but it has this big cushion in it. I can curl up and sleep in it. It's so big. But our cats occasionally like to take naps in that chair, and I thought it would be cool to just put this nice, luxurious plush thing down in there for them to kind of nestle down into. I thought they would like it. Plus, like I said, I've always wanted one of these. I always just thought it would be cool to have like a fur rug, but I didn't want like a real fur rug. And the back of it is even the back of it is soft. It's like this faux suede. I just thought it was great. It was $14.99. And I saw it, and I had decided if they had any of these when I went today, I was going to get one. They also have them in white. But I thought that would, I don't want a light colored one. I thought one like this would be fine. I don't know if you can wash it. It says it adds comfort and warmth to your space. Super soft faux sheepskin. Perfect decor for office or living room. I don't know if you can wash it or not. Let's see what the tag says. It says it's made of flammable materials, so don't set it on fire. clean with damp cloth, flat dry, so you can't wash it. You just have to spot clean it. So I just have to hope nobody barfs on it. But it's just so great. It's just so great. I'm just happy to have this. I'll let the cat sleep on it, it's okay. But I could drape it over a chair, put it down in the chair for him to just lay on. I could put it on the floor. You could put it wherever. So it's kind of for the cats, but it's also kind of for me because I just think it's neat. And also, if you are aware, we adopted a 4th cat back in October. It was not planned. Marty just showed up in the backyard, a starving little kitten who had like a cut on his nose, and he was just pitiful. He just showed up out of nowhere. Nobody knew where he came from or knew anything about him. He had no microchip. He wasn't neutered. He was in bad shape. He was very hungry and starved for affection. Long story short, he ended up just staying with us. Well, since he came to stay with us, I go through a lot more cat food now because he eats a lot. So I have this little container I have a large container that I have to buy. I buy a 22-pound bag of Iams indoor cat food once a month. They go through a whole bag every month along with a little bit of wet food every day. Well, I keep a smaller container that I can just scoop the food out of, but it's not big enough. I have to refill it really often. So they had these at Aldi, these nice containers. They had 2 designs, and this is from Heart to Tail, and it's a nice size, and it has this flip top lid on it, and it's quite a bit larger than the one that I'm currently using. It's about twice as big as the one I'm using right now. The other one had a different design on it, and it said chow time on the front, but I kind of like this design a little bit better. I thought this one was pretty. And it comes with a scoop. You open it up and it has a little hinge back here, and it just lays back like that. It even comes with a little matching scoop. I've been using a little glass in mine, just like a little jelly jar, an old jelly jar. But we have this nice little scoop too, because, well, my 4 cats aren't the only ones eating the food. We feed several other cats that come around all the time, and there's a possum that comes and eats every night. I put food out for the possum too. I'm thinking about leaving out some other stuff for the possum, like cutting like some apple slices or something. So I've grown quite fond of the possum. I feed the possum every night. So yeah. Well, it might have babies. I don't want it to be hungry. And it has, it has this nice foam seal that sits in this channel right here. I didn't notice that before. So it gives you a nice little seal. I don't remember how much this was. Oh, I just noticed here the scoop snaps in. Does it really? Well, let's try it. So it says it snaps in. Oh, it snaps in like that. I probably won't ever snap it in there again. But look, in theory it does. It snaps down in there just like that. I just lay it on top of the food. I'm not going to get fancy and snap it in there, but it does if you want it to. So this way, because I have a gigantic thing. See, Marty and my other cat Boop, you can't leave a bag of cat food sitting out. They will chew into it, and you will come downstairs and there will just be a tidal wave of cat food on the floor. So I have to put it in something they cannot get to. So I bought this big square container on Amazon that holds dry pet food and has a spin top on it, and it keeps it airtight and they cannot get to it. So when I get a new big 22-pound bag, I pour it in there and then I scoop it out, and I would put it in a smaller container near their food so I don't have to keep going in that big container all the time. So, but this I won't have to refill as often because, again, it's about twice the size of the container that I'm using right now, which is similar in design to this, but it's a lot smaller. So this I wouldn't have to refill so often. So I'm very happy with that. And I got them one more thing, which is ridiculous, and I'm so glad I found it. This thing is big. I bought the Heart to Tail luxury pet sofa. Look at how happy this dog is. My son said, "That's not a dog, that's a gerbil." He said, "That's not a real dog, that's a rat dog." But it has this top here that kind of curves around like that, and it's his little feet. I bought a luxury pet sofa. Soft and supportive foam cushion with up to 30 pounds maximum weight capacity. You wipe it clean, and it has pine wood legs on it. It's big. It's big. I'm gonna take it out of the box and I'm gonna put it together. And I'm gonna show you. I just think this is the most ridiculous thing. This was $50. Was it 50? No, I'm sorry. This was $39.99. It was not 50. It was 40 plus tax. But it looks so puffy and nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out and I'm gonna show it to you. Okay, I put it together. It was super easy. All you have to do is attach the legs to it so that they come out looking like that. You get your little screws, legs, a little Allen wrench. This whole top part is already assembled, so you don't have to do anything with that. So I put the little legs on it. Look how cute this is. I can't wait to see if they like it. I can even put the little fur throw over it. I saw this and I thought this was just, I saw it online. I said, that is just the cutest thing. And it has this faux, I don't know what you would call it, faux Sherpa material on it. It's nice and firm. There's a foam cushion in there. But this is kind of soft and squishy, but it kind of comes around a little bit like that. I know it's ridiculous because my cats already have lots of places to nap, but I thought I would give them one more. And they have their little rug throw thing here. Oh my god. It's so stupid, but I love it. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoy getting to see the sandwich stuff, some of my everyday stuff, and then some of my weird stuff as well. I put Walter on it. He likes it. He's decided that he thinks it's cool. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.